We're going to go ahead and pull some cards specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective, and see what is going on. We are in the energies of the 12-12 portal. Tomorrow is also our Sagittarius new moon. We also have shooting stars going on with this one because the Gemini speaks the 13th and the 14th, but it's still going on. So that's pretty nice happenings with the 12-12 portal. 12-12 portal is all about new love and bringing together twin flames. It's like a total reunion, union energy for twin flames. So these are actually powerful energies through the 12-12 portal, through the winter solstice for twin flames and the upgrades and the activations that are happening. The 12-12 portal opens things up for the solstice. It will stay open until the winter solstice too. So we'll go ahead and start with the divine feminine. A lot going on too. However, it's Mercury retrograde. If your ex is coming back, this could be your twin flame too. Make sure there is changed behavior. This is important too, or things may just go the same. If you're in a twin flame separation, this is the reason why the separation is happening. Maybe one or both needs to do more work or acknowledge the connection. This is a big one too. Okay, so we're going to start with the divine feminine and see what is going on specifically first. I always say if you guys are watching these on Instagram, my videos get cut off pretty quick, so you got to go find them on my Sparks of Divine Light Healing page on Facebook for the full videos. I also do live card videos on there. I just recently started posting videos on Instagram just to kind of get over here. Okay, so we're going to do a nice spread. Can't wait to see what this does. So we're going to do a nice spread, starting with the divine feminine. Take what resonates. You're all on your own unique journey right there now, but I love to do collective work, especially collective twin flame work, because you can learn a lot that way, right? So I've seen everyone has their own unique journey, but a lot of the same healing has come up. Okay, so we're going to talk runner and chaser. Chaser is the love addict. Runner is the love avoidant. If you are in this dynamic, let this person go. They must come back on their own. This will help them to face themselves and the healing work that they're doing. They are not running from you. They're running from their own healing. And they need to really sit with their own feelings. If you're in this dynamic, this might be important for you right now. So if you're in a separation, there might be a little bit of that avoidant behavior coming up, right? You might get to a place where you want changed behavior, have boundaries right now. Even with your twin flame, it's important that you're having boundaries. These are not meant to be toxic connections. However, if people are saying that their twin flame journey is just so smooth and easy, they're probably not on a true twin flame journey. This is like annihilation and destruction of the ego, all of your healing and karmic baggage coming up to face you, having to sit by yourself and to work through a lot of heavy duty healing. So just kind of know that too. That is normal. Despite what may be going on in the connection, I see similar things. I've worked with so many twin flames, including myself on the journey. So I've seen, after going through the journey myself, right, I've seen so many of the same patterns and things that come up where a lot of people in separation think they can kind of reach out enough and pull out of it. You always go within. You always do the inner healing work, and it can take a little while to realize that too, that there's a certain path and journey that you have to take with your twin flame to come into union as well too. Maybe if you're in a separation, one might not be able to too. It just kind of depends on where you're at if one isn't ready. Okay, so we're going to start with divine feminine cards and take what resonates for you. But I'm going to do feminine to masculine kind of read. So this is good if you guys are having not a lot of contact, no contact, separation, or even in union, just how the feminine is feeling to the masculine. So if you're the masculine, take this as direct messages from your feminine to the masculine. You brought out the best in me. You came alive in my presence. Just being around my twin flame makes me feel so good in any capacity. Even just hanging out and talking to them, it changes my energy, I've noticed. Separation, not so good, right? And I've explained this to my twin flame that in the separation, it gets pretty horrible for both. You guys are actually sharing emotions and energies all of the time. There is an energy connection that doesn't go away. So if one twin flame is having a hard time, the other will be picking up on feelings. I know a lot of people, they're like, I woke up with all these emotions, but I don't think they're mine. Oftentimes it's being fed to you through the twin flame connection. It actually gets pretty horrible, the separations. This is the universe trying to guide you back together so that you guys can realize how important this connection is often as well too. So union feels good, just being around each other, making it work. This is where you're in union with the divine. In separation, you are trying to Avoid your own soul and your spiritual path. This is important too, because you're not facing things. A lot of times, you know, people might try to numb themselves or go back to sleep at that level too. If they're trying to avoid their twin flame, they might go back to bad habits, friends, things that they have left previously. And this is a bad way to go about it. Needing to do more healing work if you're in a separation. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. I was wrong to take my frustration out on you. Feminine might be in a energy of frustration too. Things could have been said. This happens all the time with me and my twin flame, right? Oh my God, things said. And then this is where the shadow work comes in, because you'll probably both feel really bad about if negative things were said, or if you've had disagreements, frustration, things like that get in the connection. This is where you have things to work on. Your twin flame is most certainly meant to trigger you on every level, and that is pretty much their job. And it is so that you can heal on a deeper level. Some of it isn't conscious for them. It can be unconscious of how the dynamic is going, especially if you have more healing work to do too. Feminine may be regretting things that were said in the connection. You were my best friend, and I cherished our friendship above all others. And this is like, you might realize this person is the only person that you have left in your reality. Welcome to awakening. They were your best friend on some level, someone that you could talk to about everything. And if in separation, you might be missing that friend dynamic. This is also, I always describe it like a sibling soul too. So you're much closer than just lovers. Yes, you're divine lovers. This is your divine counterpart, but there is this other dynamic. It's like they're everything all rolled into one as well too. Your twin flame is someone who is going to love you unconditionally, unlike anyone else in your life ever has. It can be common for twin flames to feel that their twin flame is the only one who has ever loved them or even understood them on a deeper level. I see your smiling face in my mind's eye. Twin flames have amazing abilities. Someone was telling me this morning that they're just beginning to connect with their twin flame, and they're starting to open up and activate the twin flame gifts. The more that you connect and the more that you're around each other, the more things like feeling their energy all around you, connecting telepathically, remote viewing and tapping in, syncing up with your twin flame. You guys could both be craving the same food. I always say at the same time. You were dying for spaghetti dinner, and somewhere else your twin flame was doing spaghetti dinner, right? And it's like you sync up as well too, energetically. So there's beautiful gifts that come about too. For those of you guys that have been with your twin flame for a really long time, these gifts are more active. Your twin flame is meant to activate your psychic gifts. You're probably going to get a lot of downloads, information. They really help to unblock you energetically too. If you're in a separation, more energy clearing work, it will help to unblock you. Make sure you guys are checking out my website too. I do tons of twin flame readings. I do twin flame healings. I am a healer and an energy worker, and I help you to clear the blocks and things that are coming up specifically on this journey. I also do twin flame coaching. So if you're in a separation, it will help work you from separation into union and out of and through some of that healing as well too. So I have so many good options on my website. I'm doing tons of 12/12 activations and healings. I know I have on my site. I was just putting the solstice stuff up on there too. So I always keep my site kind of updated with what's going on too. Make sure you're checking out my shop. If you're in a separation, double down on your healing. It's going to help a ton with getting to union and clearing your energy so that your twin flame will mirror that back to you. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you so much. Divine Feminine is longing for their twin flame. They may have, especially in separation, you will stop wanting or loving this person. You won't, a lot of people, I know you can move on, but a lot of people can't move on from this connection because maybe you're not meant to on some type of level. Sometimes the separations are needed, and I don't want to go too much because I'm doing a reading for you, but I like to talk about my own stuff too because Jesus, have I got a lot of lessons and love this life, and I've been using them to help all of you guys as well too. So Divine Feminine wants a commitment. They want a serious commitment. They might want wifey status. They might want marriage, children, the whole thing. I said that about your twin flame. Like they probably want a lot more than you could ever imagine giving them. They want all of it, right? They literally want more. And as you are moving into 2023, it is time to respect yourself, divine feminine, and to raise that bar. And when you do, you'll be treated better by everyone as well too. You set the tone for how people treat you. So this is the divine feminine wants a real commitment, whether they want union in the physical, if you're in separation or you're together, they want that engagement, they want that baby, they want that house, they want that vision for their future that they came to earth with as well too, but with their twin flame specifically, no one else, right? So divine feminine is looking to anchor this relationship into a higher level of commitment. Now we are in this Sagittarius new moon, and this is amazing energies for anchoring your dreams, goals, and intentions out there. If you're in separation or you haven't met your twin flame or you're trying to call them in or call them back, use this Sagittarius new moon to set these intentions and to manifest your twin flame. It's like one of the easier things we can be working on. So use these energies of the 12-12. Many of you guys are thinking of your twin flame. I've told mine that too, and they've confirmed that. Literally, it can get obsessive where you're just thinking of each other all of the time. All right, we've had some issues come up in this reading though. Ooh, okay, so we've had some issues come up in this reading too for the divine feminine. This could be the healing that's coming up with this too, and things like that. All right, your twin flame has not been honest with you in some type of way. There is a false where maybe they could, and this could be just hiding their feelings, like they could feel a lot more about you than they've been showing, acting, or letting on, but it could be actual because we have this, like, I don't want to use the word lying. We have secrets that have come up, and this could just be their own shadow aspects, their own wounded aspects, fragmented aspects that have come up and that you're kind of seeing. But they haven't been completely honest with you. See, and we have lies have maybe contributed to the separation, that there's secrets that have come up and things like that. And this is paying attention to your own inner guidance about your situation right now, because there's probably been a lot that has come up, especially if there was a breakup. This is karmic energy. This is like ex energy, ex-lovers, people they've been with. It could be a karmic. Karmics are not always what we think, but they're people that come and get in the way of twin flame union. They could be other people. It could be people coming to sabotage the connection. It could be actual love interests. Oftentimes the people around you, they could just be your friends and family. They were probably lovers in past lives that are your karmics in this lifetime. You could have had a friend around you and you feel really close to the resonance with them. They're probably your past life lover in some type of level. So we have something that may have like an old flame or an old love interest that might have contributed to a separation or a love or a breakup. But this could just be needing to heal from past relationships, or if you've had third party situations get in the way, you'll know it, right? So twin flames have certain things they may need to heal to come back into union, or may need to repair too. We have something that has happened that has very much affected this connection and broken the divine feminine's heart. Okay, so healing your heart chakra is key, mending your heart. This could be, you've been through a lot with your twin flame and you need to be more cautious letting them into your heart space if you've had to do a lot of healing, and they may need to change certain patterns or behaviors for you to come into a full union. If you're in a separation, you could be in a full union and suddenly the X-Files come up. It could be talking about old lovers, and then when that happens, old wounds come up, and things like that. But it could be actual people around the connection that are trying to break up the union. Oftentimes, if you have friends or ex-partners around, people talking badly about your twin flame, that is their purpose. And you're going to be tested on this journey, and you're going to have to follow your heart with things too. I always get away from those people that don't know what they're talking about, and they're like, right, and stuff like that. But there is this energy around this union as well too. We have a third party and probably on their social media kind of energy coming up and things like that. So we have interference, cheating, a mistress, and completion coming up and things like that. Has your twin flame possibly been, we'll say, checking out other people, talking to other people on the internet? Because we do have forces trying to interfere with this. And of course we have internet stuff happening too. Just stay woke about it too. There's a sabotaging energy around this connection. This may have brought up negative patterns within yourself with things going on. If you know what I'm talking about, this message is for you. If not, we'll move on and you'll find some more in this video. All right, so we have mirroring that's happening, and this is like, pay attention to the synchronicities. There's serendipitous energy in the air. This is a Jupiter moon. It's Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter, but expect sudden shifts around your twin flame connection. This could be healing. This could be destiny bringing you back together. And even if you feel like something has happened beyond repair or too much healing or damage has been done, the universe will try to bring you back together. I was trying to explain to my twin flame, I said, look, be careful how you treat your twin flames. Just be careful with it, because this is an infinite connection. Everyone else comes and goes in the scope of many, many lifetimes, but this is an infinite connection with you and your twin flame. So for those in separation, you're going to be brought back together very soon. So hold the faith, continue to heal yourself in separation. In union, you're going to do this many, many times. It could be 10 lives from now or later, but there is this infinite soul connection between twin flames. It never will work out with karmics that are friends, the family even. Like in the scope of it, you'll lose your family and have many, and all of it, like lovers, they come and go, but your twin flame is an infinite spiritual connection. And many of you guys are kind of realizing that in this lifetime. Take care with this connection though, because even if you had a horrible time in past lives or a hard time with twin flame, you come together in another lifetime, that energy remains on a spiritual and a soul level, and it can be very hard to move past it. So take care with how you're treating your twin flame too. We have a runner dynamic. And this could be not talking to you, lack of communication, shutting you out, ghosting, or discarding you when we talk about the runner. This could be like no communication, them trying to avoid you, the connection. If there's a runner dynamic, stop feeding your energy to this person. It will help accelerate the process. The runner is going to go through a tower collapse, ego moment, and they will come back. And the more that you are feeding them all your positive energy and things like that, it slows down the process. So the best thing that you can do is to give this person space if you're in that lover chaser dynamic as talked about. This is confirmation. This is your twin flame though. If you guys are in doubt, we talked about this being a challenging connection that is going to trigger your ego on many levels and a lot of healing. Okay, so I never even noticed that, but the runner is rejecting you. And they will feel very guilty and bad about treating you badly and doing this later. I never really had that perspective, but getting it now, it could feel like abandonment on your end, or them knowing they're rejecting you on the runner end. So chaser feels abandoned and feels more soul shock. I talk about soul shock. It brings up everything, right? It can bring up a lot of emotions and things to heal with. Doubt, spiritual doubt, and things like that. Now on the other end, the runner, they are going to feel guilty, remorse, and missing you ultimately, but they are going through a war of their own soul in whatever's happening with them. They need to go through a more of an awakening and tower moment. So if you're in this dynamic, just know that's how it generally plays out. Okay, so we have Divine Feminine opening up to beautiful blessings. This is a good time for it. Some of you guys are crushing those goals. It's meeting new people, new opportunities are open. Stay open to the new right now as we're moving into a new year. Amazing things are going to happen. Things are going to go differently than you think with this connection. So if you are in separation, expect the unexpected. They're going to come back. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to probably call you out of nowhere. They're going to feel bad about things. They're going to be ready at some point, but don't push it right now. So this is a destined connection, and some of you are waiting on that perfect divine timing. If you're in union, we talked about wanting a higher commitment. Okay, use your intuition right now. You're getting a lot of downloads as to handle this connection. You're getting a lot of psychic insights and even psychic intuition. Pay attention to them. And I want to do a couple tarot cards. We have the Hanged Man energy. This could feel like you have nowhere to go with it, right? Things are at a standstill. They're not working out with it too. But this could be, if we talked about avoiding feelings and negative patterns. So this is needing to face yourself and to heal the negative patterns and things that your twin flame has shown you that have come up, not in them, in you, whatever it's triggered in you, to continue to work on. This could be clearing your energy more. So if you are in a twin flame situation, everyone should be clearing their energy anyway, but especially in these situations, you're probably needing to clear your energy a lot more. Okay, so we have the Magician upside down. Something could be blocking or happening to your spiritual connection or your spiritual connection with your twin flame too. Tapping into your magic to heal this connection. We talked about how you could manifest any outcome that you want, whether it is union, reunion, whatever it is. These are the vibes to be doing it in for the 12-12 portal. Make sure you're tapping into these energies. The 12-12 portal is an activation day. It's all about doing healing and activation work. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow all day. Just book your activations on my site too. All right, so we have an energy of being unhappy about choices being made. This is 3 of Wands reverse and how things went. We have this energy of it. But on the flip side, it's also an energy of source guiding you home, like literally, right? Guiding your soul home. And that is the same place for both twin flames. At the end of the journey of your life, right? Your souls are trying to guide you back to source, back to home. So continuing to follow your spiritual path will help you. We have 4 of Cups reverse. So we have a lot of energy of letting go of regret and something not moving, but that ending. So focus on the present, stay positive, and whatever is not moving within your connection is going to begin to move. Okay, so we have 9 of Cups. And it's reversed as well too. Not satisfied with your wish, disappointed, lack of success, and shattered dreams. Negative outlook, not getting what you want. This is total energy of separation. If you're in a separation, you might be feeling all of these things, right? Like with it as well too. You might feel frustrated. We have that energy of frustrated. Like your partner has let you down in some way. Just kind of depends. Okay, we're going to do some cards for the Divine Masculine. So lots going on for twin flames this shift. You guys are going to be feeling them a lot more, thinking about them a lot more, and, you know, feeling a pull to reach out. There's a few cards. You guys might be really, drawn to them during this time because of these high energies. Now, a lot of people get seasonal depression this type of year, and this is important. So, a lot more clearing and healing comes up between the winter solstice. Trust me, more baggage comes up during this time for you to deal with. This is where keeping your energy cleansed and clear will help. I'm going to do some extra cards too for the masculine. Doing a nice little spread. Let's see what is going on. All right. So these are direct messages, masculine to the feminine. And then just masculine reading, but direct messages. I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. This could happen. They try to friend zone you. Oh my God, it did not happen in my life, right? All right, this could happen too, that they are trying to distance themselves. We talk about distancing techniques. A lot of guys are avoidant personality or avoidant attachment of some type. It just is kind of cultural programming. And so, this could be them not ready. If they're in separation, not ready for union. Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. They're more probably hurt in separation, especially if they have been in that energy, then they're letting on too. It's very painful for both. Like I've tried to explain this. That is like, doesn't matter how long the separation back, it's ultimately what makes you guys wake up more. But that awakening can be rough. It's just as painful. So if you're feeling painful energy in separation, know that your divine partner is feeling the same. If they can't handle clearing energy and they're not doing the healing work, they might even be sitting in that energy even more. Our relationship was different and special. Other people don't understand it. I found that too. I don't have people to talk to about it. I talk to you guys, but people wouldn't understand it. This is why you might need that twin flame guidance to really get guided through it, because your friends, your family, they won't understand it. Most of them are probably asleep. They might not be on the twin flame journey themselves. And so unless you've really mastered this twin flame energy and twin flame journey, you probably aren't going to get really a lot of answers trying to talk to other people about it. So if you guys need guidance, book a twin flame reading. Will help you a ton. I always look at airports as if we'll be at the same place in the world. Is there a distance in this connection? It can be very hard to navigate long distance for those of you guys that are not living with your twin flame. I always say you're in a separation until you're fully living together, a couple, marriage, right? All of it. And so many are in separation or dabbling in separation, but they have their twin flame around and might be having, contact. The more contact, the better you'll feel. The less contact, the more in separation you are. And it probably feels pretty horrible too. Your twin flame is seeing signs and messages everywhere that makes you think of you. All right, I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. And we talked about this karmic stuff too, and it just kind of depends. Have you been chatting for the masculine, other women, friends, right? friends or, other people about your twin flame? This energy is interfering with the connection in some way. It could be where you've actually been with other people. And this is important too. Or looking at other people, keeping your options open, clearing this energy to come into union. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. And so this is masculine feeling the distance, whether, the conversation's not getting along, there's an actual physical distance and things like that. Okay, so we have a lot of stuck. Masculine is stuck. Okay, so this is blocks, third-party energy, silence, barrier, and this is like them needing to clear all of this stuff. They have a lot of third-party energy and energy blocks coming up from it too. And this is needing to find balance between your light and dark and to open up that connection with your higher self. Clear any third-party karmic energies. These are love interests. They're people that you think that you might make people keep people around that they might sleep with later if it doesn't work out with their twin flame, right? They're keeping their options on the back burner. Clear those back burner options. People you've actually had sex with, get them out of your life. These things are going to very much block you, not just on your twin flame journey, but on your ascension path. Okay, so we have this energy of home coming up and needing to believe that needing to work on low self-esteem issues. You deserve this relationship. This person loves you more than anything, and amazing things will happen out of it. This will restore your root chakra and to heal you on a deep level if you allow it to when you come into union. But if in separation you're feeling extra alone, you're feeling abandoned, rejected, lonely, lost, and this is how it's meant to be for a reason too. So if in separation, masculine might be feeling kind of bad right now. Those in union, working on home, working on root chakra stuff. This is building a new reality. I told my twin flame, I'm like, your old life burns down when you wake up. Oh my God, your old self, right? Oh my God, I'm no longer that person. I've been through different versions of self. And you have to let go of sometimes your whole reality. This is where ego is challenged too. So sometimes you got to let go of your whole world and old identities that you identify with, because we have this ego energy coming up for the masculine, but you come together with your twin flame and create a new universe. So you each have your own universe and holographic reality, right? Here's the divine feminine and masculine, complete with all the karmics, and most of them are actually, I don't want to say it, like the Inception movie, NPC types. Some of them are part of the game. So a lot of times your karmics are just, they're not real. You'll say, what? Yes, some of them you could have had relationships with and things like that. But when you come together, divine feminine, masculine, this is the true spiritual path. You will create your own universe together. But oftentimes you're not able to take your fucking love interests and karmics and all your stuff. You have to do a lot of clearing work so you can get to this spiritual reality, the new earth with the divine feminine, and you come together with source to create a new higher reality. And this is like the 5D. So sometimes you're having to do a ton of clearing work, but ego does not like that. It feels very comfortable in that old life. However, we have divine forces coming along to shake things up. You might feel like you're in the tower energy, or things are like crumbling in your reality, but this is serendipity at work. This is the fates. This is the universe. Hang tight for the ride you're in right now. If you're in a separation, it's just trying to move you where you're meant to be. You're destined to be with your twin flame in a union, but a harmonious union too. And this can take a lot of balancing within yourself, healing and balancing your energies to come together. So you are destined for this person. It's going to come along. And of course, we have this Sagittarius new moon energy shifting us closer to our destiny. Divine feminine is not able to express herself fully about how she feels. She feels very strongly about her despite what might be going on. Masculine is in this pity party, sacral healing energy of regret about things. Don't feel bad about the past. The separations are necessary so that you can go through the spiritual changes that you need. They're going to take you through a lot of activation and healing work. The best thing that you can do in a separation is to reach out to your twin flame and to try to stay in contact with them, and knowing that they're going through the same thing. So you feel separate and like you're just going through this on your own. You're both going through the same process, just separately. Okay, so we have masculine feeling like they missed opportunities to be with you or to come into union, or how things went. They might be trying to avoid their feelings right now. They're going through a spiritual awakening. You need to forgive your twin flame and work on your heart chakra in some type of level. And this is clearing energy from the past. If you've been in a separation and you come back into union, you have to start over. You have to be willing to put the past aside and really start over. Many people can't do that. It depends on how things have been going, but the universe is going to try to guide you in that direction. So you're at a spiritual crossroads, your old life and the new one that's appearing in front of you. You have so much opportunity through this union. And if you stay in ego, this is what you're comfortable with. You're staying in that frequency. Your twin flame is going to challenge you to up level you to another higher level. This is what makes it hard and difficult. Your ego doesn't like that. It just wants to stay put, right? And so you're having to move through those ego layers because your twin flame is trying to take you to a higher level too. All right. This is a strong romantic twin flame connection. Expect the unexpected then around it. The universe is going to try to continue to bring you together, but we have a lot of sacral healing and financial stuff going on for the masculine. They might be feeling a lack or feeling stress. Some people are having a cold, dark winter right now, or harder winter because it's cold and things like that. But this is healing the sacral and financial issues. If you're in separation, you're lacking the energy of the divine feminine, which is the energy of abundance, and will heal your finances being around it. So in separation, oftentimes you experience more of a lack. In union, oftentimes you really start to flow in this. And it isn't just financial energy, it is a creative energy. Okay, so we have this Queen of Swords energy reversed. Not learning from the past, lashing out, anger, and this is not letting go of past stuff energy. It could be your divine feminine too. Is very upset with things because we had that on the feminine side, broken heart energy, where if you've treated them badly or, done things with them, this is creating damage in the connection. You may want to try to heal this. When we have the reverse energy, it's like healing things that have maybe how they went in the past or things that were said. So we have this Page of Swords energy. And this is like things moving slow again. And it's also being careful with your words and things that you're saying. Okay, so masculine is in this 5 of Cups. You might feel sad underneath it. And this could happen even with awakening. You might feel depressed, or you want something more, or you're tapping into the spiritual awakening and you're no longer satisfied. Like everyone else is at this asleep 3D level and they're still kind of content in the old, and you're rising up out of it. So when you try to go backwards, you found you can't. And that you're at a higher level already, but you're not quite there. You're kind of in the middle of it with this energy. This is the masculine, is in the energy of regret, heartbreak, and emotional baggage, feeling abandoned. So they have their own abandonment issues that are coming up and healing work coming up. Okay, so we have 9 of Swords. Masculine might be feel tired, drained from fighting. We have Chiron, because this is wounded warrior energy. And we have Chiron, the wounded healer asteroid, that is aligning with tomorrow's Sagittarius new moon. So it's bringing up old wounds. You might have your walls up too much. You might be having your fight or flight triggered. So if I was explaining to someone, runner or chaser is fight or flight. I know runner is in the flight. This might be how you've been dealing with things your whole life, but you're needing to face certain things during this time. So masculine, take care of your energy, recharge your energy, work on any things that you've been kind of avoiding feeling, because it's always the feelings you're avoiding and needing to kind of move through them. So when we avoid them, they just simmer, and kind of we need to move through these feelings and this emotional healing that is being triggered. So masculine might be having a lot of emotional healing that's being triggered, coming to the surface, moving through these feelings and whatever is being triggered by your divine feminine. Okay, I'm going to go on that note. Have a beautiful day. I'm here for healings, activations, readings. I teach classes like Reiki and Sikkim. And of course, I do coaching packages on my website too. Have a beautiful day. And if you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website. I'm always saying, just go ahead and pick a couple of healings, reading classes. Will do you so much good. Have a beautiful day.